Hey, good morning, everyone. This is going to be a great day today. The chickens are going to be happy. Here we go, guys and girls. Guy and girls. They'll love that stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay. Today, electrical. Going in the tiny house, going to try to get some lights working, maybe some outlets. Let's go do it. I came down here last night just to check out these lights when it was dark outside. And it was super bright. I mean, if once I get these going, it's going to be brighter than daylight almost. So I do have them on dimmers, or they will be on dimmers. I picked up rocker dimmers for the two sets of lights. There'll be a separate switch for this side and a separate switch for this side. So today I'm going to wire these up, get them working, and work on getting the breaker box in and start tying all the electrical together. All right, these are wired. So these two are for the outside lights. These two are for inside. Right now, the only one that's working is the ceiling light, and it's dimmable. It is dim now and bright. That'll be really bright once we get all those lights going. Okay, and I got one outlet wired. I'm working on the window side wall for wiring, and I want to mount the breaker box next after that. So we're gradually getting things done. All right, time for a breaker box. Alrighty. Hey, Kaya, good girl. So, a 100 amp Eaton load center. This is way overkill for this building, but I had mentioned before, it will allow for expansion later on. So let's get it going. Going boom right there. Nice. All right, I got the electrical pretty well wired in over on the box, and I ran a 10 gauge wire, 10-2 actually, out to a plug-in outside, so that we can have power. All we have to do is plug in an extension cord. That's how they wanted it, so that it would be easy to just back up to the house, plug in a cord, and have power. So there's only one of these 2 poles wired in, so that only I think 4 circuits are live, and that's all we needed. So that should work good. So on to ceiling. Hopefully this goes as easy as it did on the other side. Wow, yeah. Probably I can make it look really hard. I might just shoot that right there. Yeah, there it goes. Wow, that is so much easier. Good. Next. We are going like gangbusters. I'll tell you what. This is looking really, really, really good. Really, 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 really good. And this is just fitting so well. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Nice. Oh. One more full one, and then we'll piece in the top. You may notice we're only looking at the ceiling. Well, not only because that's where I'm working, but the floor is a disaster. So as soon as I get this up, I'm going to clean up, reorganize. Beautiful. All right. Perfect. Okay, so now the last piece is up here. Yes, 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 yes. So kind of a bird's eye view of the mess. It's just time to regroup for a little bit because tools are just getting under all the trash, and then you end up spending more time looking for stuff than working. So 5 or 10 minutes and I can have this all out of here and know where my tools are. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to clean up, sweep out, pack up, and get organized again. Okay, 10 minutes later and it's all cleaned out. All the tools are inside and I know where everything is. So back to finishing the peak of the ceiling. And Kaya's been a great help. Okay, ceiling, let's go. So before I do the ceiling to finish the peak, I'm going to put a little floor in here for a storage area. It's going to come out 2 feet. It'll just be a little bit across there to hold just a few things. So I've been walking, so I cleaned all my tools out, get everything out of here, and I was getting ready to measure that, and I thought, where is my tape measure? Have you ever done that? I mean, I've been looking all around. I actually went in there, I looked around, couldn't find the tape measure, and all the while I'm holding it in my hand. So now I can measure this. Oh boy. So it's going, the floor, basically the floor joist is going to come across here, 79 inches. So I'll cut that, put that up, and then there'll be another one right here. And then I'll put a tongue and groove ceiling there. Should look really nice. I think that'll be great. Okay. I started the screws already, so it'd be a little easier rather than try to start them while I'm up here. Perfect. All right. Oops, one more screw. Now I'll get a measurement to set this one. Ugh. First day with my new hands. Might be time for another battery. There. Okay. So now I can put a ceiling up there. This is one of those that it's kind of hard to do alone. Would have been nice to have a second hand. So I back cut this. I don't know if you can see that on the table saw, so that it will sit flat to this ceiling. I want to square that. I didn't take that saw cut off the back of these. Hopefully they fit. They're smaller, so hopefully they'll go right in. Very nice. As you know, in a tiny house, every little square inch of storage that you can find is good. Just want to make sure I'm not losing ground here at all. Let's see. 15 1/4. 15 1/4, perfect. That's interesting. So some of these are, all of a sudden, these are going hard, where those went easy. I wonder if I bought it from 2 different big box stores. I wonder if they mill them differently. I mean, I think they probably come from the same place. Just use a bigger hammer. It is, as they say, hammer time. Do, 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 do. You can't touch this. All right, this ceiling is done. Let's see, the door still opens. That's good. Hi, Kaya. I need to finish that so I can do, there needs to be a trim piece that goes down against the gable wall to finish that peak, finish it to the peak, and then I can do this one that runs all the way down through here. Hopefully this fits. I have both pieces. coming soon. Closing this up, plumbing, getting that done. We've got all of these things figured out. All the hot and cold are going to be on PEX. They'll run outside. There'll be a garden hose hookup so that their heater, their propane heat system will be outside so that they can send hot water into the shower and to the kitchen sink. So that will be done on site, outside, that part. So I am just enjoying this project so much. It has been fun. Just working on these things. I just work maybe half a day, maybe 4 or 5 hours, something like that. And it was fun having Chad and Dan come in the other day and help me get the ceiling, as well as a lot of other things prior to doing the ceiling. That morning, we get that a lot of stuff done. Project is going to probably be another few episodes, I would say, to finish all of this up, and then we're going to ship it, and it's going to go to the new owners. They are super folks. They have a lot of grandkids. That's what this is going to be used for. They're going to park it out back of their house. They're out in the country in a wooded area, and so it's just a perfect fit for this little tiny house. So let's talk about another thing. All right, we're going to talk about a couple of things right now. So the first thing, here in Vermont, starting next month, we go into new regulations. Vermont is going with a more green, eco setting with huge requirements for insulation for residential and commercial construction. This building is, from now on, even though it's a tiny house, it's going to be classified as something different because it's just gotten difficult. What I can see in Vermont is heading towards a licensed contractor. Currently in Vermont, you don't need a license to be a contractor. You just need to do things right. I'm really struggling how to put this politely. So it's the requirements are just really ramping up. So for residential construction, insulation in a wall is up to, I think, R24 now. You can't buy that in fiberglass for a 2x6 wall anymore. I think they might have R21 in a wall. So it's just, I understand what they're doing. They're trying to make a house nice and tight so that it's energy efficient. I can understand that. Okay, take number 274. Kaya wants to come in. So I'm going to try like crazy I'm not going to call this a tiny house. Try not to call it a tiny house anymore, because that falls under certain classifications as far as Vermont's concerned, as far as how they're built. So it's really going to be like for a hunting camp or a summer camp. It's fine for, say warm weather dwelling, because they allow that for not a permanent setting, but a temporary setting. So I need to go to that because just the requirements are just too much for what I'm willing. I know. I hear you, Kaya. What I want to deal with. So it's going to be like a summer camp, hunting camp, she shed, man cave, something more like that, rather than a tiny house. Even though it can be used probably, if people desire, as a tiny house. The insulating values this thing will heat so easily because it's just a small living area. Well insulated, closed in, Everything will be very well built. But I just have to reclassify what I call it. So the fun thing is, well, so this project is winding down. It's getting near the end of this project. Closing up a lot of things, getting it ready. That's going to be it's going to be really nice to see it all done. See the floor down. Kaya will like seeing that floor. And so I have another project already in mind for the upcoming, for the very near future. So when this project's done, and I may just do a little chalk drawing on the board. I have it set up over here. We'll take a look at that and see what it's going to be. So let's look at it. I have a snowmobile trailer outside. It's 8.5 feet wide, 10 feet long. And so I'm going to build a vardo. There'll be a test at the end. A vardo wagon, actually. I think one of you subscribers actually suggested this some time ago to look into it, and I did, and it's going to be, I think, a very, very cool project. A lot of you may more recognize it as a gypsy wagon. So it would have like the sloped wall slightly, flat floor, and an arched roof. Looks like a loaf of bread. Anyway, that will be, the snowmobile trailer will be about like that. So down here there'll be some small storage areas outside with a roof on each side, a door. It may be offset and a window. Oh yeah, that's good artistry. And then there's a lot. If you look at them online, there's some really ornate scroll work done coming off this arched roof. So it'd be something like that. That's terrible drawing. Anyway, that's coming up in probably another month and a half, somewhere in there. Vardo wagon. Pretty excited about that. So that's what's coming up next after this one. Okay, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this. There'll be more coming out, of course. And leave a comment if you'd like, and share it. All that stuff. Tap a bell, things like that. Okay, see you later. Have a great day.